sorry I'm late. Today's been a day, so, things and stuff. Fuck everything, but we got some roleplay for a little bit, at least until the spoons are gone completely. Hope you're doing well, Chaos. So a little background. Last week, Kise went kind of cray-cray because her Automitama finally came out. And we did a little bit of a texty thing over the course of the week, even though it was only like, it just took that time because people were busy and whatnot. Nicked your finger in small paint. Oh shit. I hope it feels better soon. Make sure it's all cleaned. Take care. Yeah, we basically did a thing that was overnight in character, but it took the week because obviously people had other stuff to do over the course of the week, including me. But I DM'd a bit of a thing. Sigurd went and cleansed her shrine with the help of Jaden and Valhalla, the Goulion. Then they went and found her true form, which had gone towards the spot where Sig had been attacked initially that caused the entire issue where he died. So by that point she was just completely gone mentally, and it was just like a destructive force of nature, so he had to get her out of there and cleanse her where she wouldn't be causing more trouble for any innocent people. Check audio's right. Can you hear everything right? It should be. I moved the thing that I normally forget to move. Did you hear Jack? There isn't any music on this, so I can't test that. Okay. Yeah, I moved the thing over that needed to move that won't do it automatically, which is annoying as hell. Yeah, Sigurd got her back, cleansed the Aramitama, calmed her down, and she's been in her pipe form silent for the week, just restoring energy. It's like when she used to be a yokai and she would run out of spiritual energy and she just slip back into her pipe and be silent for a while. Basically been dormant. And I think she might be for a little bit longer until we're in a little bit. And the manor apparently has the aftercare room open, so this is good timing. This is timing. Can you hear the message ping? We can hear the message ping. Huh. That... Oh, I think I know what happened. I know what happened. Let me see if I can fix that. If it'll let me. Okay, try something there. You can still hear me? I don't know if I can still hear. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yay. Okay, I didn't fuck up my audio completely. I didn't hear the message test that time. Damn it. That's rude. Is it gonna show me what I need to see? Not everything. Of course, I restart my computer and do an update, and everything gets fucked around a little bit.
That checks out.
Just a little bit. True. But if I can fix it, I will. Let me just see if I can find. That particular thing that causes it isn't showing up in my list of things to set an output to. Unless I do it directly from the settings, maybe? Alerts. No. General. Doesn't have a thing for that. Audio output. Ah. Media. If I do that, and I set this back to gaming. Okay, can you still hear me? Let me know if you hear a ping after the next thing. You might, but... Like, I heard the ping this time. Did you hear the ping too?
There we go, that's better.
Heard the ping, but should be back. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Are you just inside my model?
Not inside, just down there where the case would probably be.
Okay. I wasn't sure because I couldn't actually see you when I'm supposed to be able to see people in the mirror, and I wasn't sure if VRChat had scuffed
Yeah, I'm just
any of
in
my
Viz.
settings or
I don't
not.
know. Actually, can I turn on my case? I might be able to turn on my case. I can! Except it moves it when I move my head, which I don't like, but...
My arm will probably cover it unless I walk.
Yeah. Okay. You're still gonna be napping for a little
Wanted
longer
to,
then?
you could probably move it in closer
Oh,
because he would, have it tucked into the belts at the very least.
okay.
But that's entirely up to you.
Good. I'll do that then. There we go. How's that? A little forward. Okay. I forgot to turn on the thing, but maybe. For tonight, it'll be fine.
Ezekiel. Hi.
Alright, back to this. It has been a week or so.
All right. I'm ready whenever you are.
Yep. Which I assume my reverb is on.
It is.
Okay.
I can hear it.
Okay. Yeah, she's just been quiet since then. She's still dormant slightly.
I forgot to turn on my music.
Important.
Ah, yes.
So I'm sorry, Sig's head's
The
cut off.
gothic metal cover of I'm Blue
Dabba dee dabba
by
die.
Eiffel. Yep. Somehow fitting.
Actually, I may go invisible just completely because then your head is cut off in my thing because I have to go down lower because of that. So it looks weird, just you with no head. So yeah, I'm just gonna
That's fine.
move myself up then. There we go. Okay.
All right.
Figured it was kind of weird for you all to just see like Sig's headless torso. Things are open now.
I'm guessing it's okay to go into the house now. Unless someone checked, unless someone here wasn't.
If there's nobody in the back, then probably yes.
Didn't see shit there, so. Okay, let's check it out. Yep. Oh, that's new.
VRChat. Aftercare department, we finally have one. You can go have a look if you want. It's fancy there.
How have you been?
Oh.
In a therapist.
Yes. I'll fill you in later.
Fair enough.
How you feeling?
Do you want the truth or do you want the lie?
You tell me whatever you feel is best.
I feel like shit.
Perfectly understandable, given everything that's happened. Some good news at least. Aftercare rooms are finally done.
Are those only closed out? Well, I have
Right.
Kise with me.
She said anything to you at all, or still silent?
She's still dormant for now.
Right. Come on, we'll go have a sticky beak. Maybe this will help cheer up.
I forgot to fix this thing. Shit. I forgot to fix the... Sorry, I forgot to fix the ring, but there's no smoke coming out of it.
It's fine.
Looks fairly stock standard as you can find in any regular clinic. Except better and cleaner. Much
Nice.
cleaner.
Yes, unfortunately, I think Kise would probably still have an issue with this area.
Yeah, the... Oh, fuck, I didn't think about that with all the tech.
That was my initial thought when I saw it as well, immediately.
I can forward Elise my specifications so that way she can convert the machinery into something she can stand.
Right.
Yeah. It shouldn't be too difficult for Elise to do.
I got the mention that everything was as insulated as it could be, but that's only so far.
So if someone shows up here bloodied or bleeding with a broken bone, or someone gets bitten by a Pokemon, we actually have the facilities to treat it here now.
Kise will be happy at the very least.
True.
Or if someone shows up with a weird, unspecified rash. Because people can, will, and actively do stupid things.
Yes.
Also true.
At least privacy now for those who need medical attention or checkups, etc.
True. Roland said just through there is storage room.
Has no one checked? Is it locked?
I'm just going off Roland. What Roland told me.
Can
Him and
we?
Kimiko already investigated it. I mean, you can
Oh,
have a look if you want. I'm not gonna stop you.
There's the. I was told out of character that it is not complete.
Yeah. It'll be the spot for quiet stuff. That's what I heard too.
So it's storage.
Yeah, storage, quote
a
unquote.
very
That is what I
large
was told.
storage room. A very large storage room.
I love this.
Soda machine for people that want it.
Yeah, the character that's unfinished. I got that
For
note ahead of time.
Healing and storing Pokemon. Which, frankly, we kind of needed.
Yes, I'll, seeing as how Elise might be able to do it faster, and I cannot do magic, Elise should be able to
It's a
convert.
strong technology world. Our medicine equipment is not electronic, so very mechanical. It's a steady in between.
I can also do regular healing in the
Perhaps I've
storage area.
just managed to devise a
For
way to
now.
convert electronics into more, I suppose the word is magitech. Allows Kise to be around it easier.
Have a little bit of everything. Lets people do their jobs, and everybody's happy.
I'm right.
Yeah,
Yes.
except for Elise, because she actually knows how half of this shit works internally.
And at least would be able to put together.
Poking around in any of these, I'd probably break it.
I would break a few before I got the figure out of the workings, but without the ability to use any magic, I wouldn't be able to convert anything.
He's mana burnt after using a lot of
No.
using an overflow
I
of his
found-
mana to get close enough to
Once I found her, I had
Aramitama.
to strain past my limits on multiple occasions.
He couldn't get through to her anymore.
Right. I
Use
see what I can find for you.
there's nothing anyone can do. I use part of my own life force to fuel the last spells.
Rest up then. I was gonna suggest I go to Aquarium and pick up some mana potions. Or talk to Mo and Ambrosia.
Mana potions haven't helped.
Well, shit.
This takes time.
A risk of why you should never push into mana burn territory.
Yeah, no, I've learned that lesson before.
Yeah, mana burn's scary.
I remember getting
Why do we have a vending machine?
I'm sure several people I used to know and currently know would bitch at me for doing it.
Yes, I would.
I mean, I'm not. because I understand why you did it.
Yes.
Jaden's a homie.
If for any other circumstances, that'd be a different conversation, but
Any other circumstances, I wouldn't go to such extreme measures.
just don't actually kill yourself.
I have no idea where.
Because then, not only would you be dead, Kise would be very upset.
True.
Believe me, I have no intention of that happening again.
I hope not for both our sakes. Yes, Arzix. Right. Where was I? My boneheaded son got his head stuck in his bed.
Poor silly child.
Oh, that was not a good holding bar. Hold by the feelings.
He's fine.
What's fine?
Okay.
Some,
You see how my partners abuse me? After all I do for them? This
Oh,
is
he's
what
fixing
they
himself.
do?
Okay, I wasn't sure if he's taking out the pipe or not.
That is
Undeniably tragic.
This is why I need a maid to protect me. You're not my combat maid. Here's a gun. No, I'm joking.
relatively normal.
I'll have her like a sim. Combat against the ball. Exploding what? Must have wiped down the dust.
Man, a big strong dragon can't even protect himself.
They're gonna be.
What do you mean? I'm a princess. What do you mean?
Somebody trying to wipe him out?
I'm a princess.
If you keep up the news, a mixture of.
Well, can't
Oh,
argue
yeah.
with that
By
one.
the way, this is our new maid. They just got hired.
Guardian districts.
Wait, new maid as in for MMO?
Is it my house? They are the maid for my house now. I just hired
Did
them.
I hear something about being mad at you?
What's your name?
I was having a conversation with Jaden.
Ancilla. My name is Steele. It's lovely to meet you,
Oh.
Ancilla. What's the unique name you have?
This has been.
Oh, yeah,
We're at the
Nana.
guild.
I see.
Welcome.
It's nice to meet you too.
Then again, I don't blame
Yes.
And everyone else crowding around you.
Your aftercare department is up.
One's maid,
I like
eh?
that.
That one.
Oh, did they finally finish it? Wait, it was not earlier. Is that why things were closed?
Introduce all webinars. You cannot stop me.
Otherwise.
Trying to do something.
There's a cat.
Hello, you two. We need to test out whether or not the aftercare is good for her. Specifically, we tried to insulate it as much as possible.
Are you strong enough?
Dare
Mm,
you?
I believe so. Wait, were we not? I thought it was later. Why are we? Why is everyone still here? I thought it was close to closing time.
How can she special catnip?
No,
My
we just
dear,
got
what
here.
was, what's the last thing you remember?
Quick on the draw, babe.
Mm,
Of all people, in charge of a district.
For
relaxing out the back. Trying to.
You know what, just for that, I'm not going to.
Why?
Oh yeah? Well, for that, no more
So
waiting.
basically,
Caressing.
I did a sim against ball cultists last Thursday.
It's fine.
Ball cultists got
Talk is plenty from me.
wiped out.
Mm.
But I'm pretty sure the cockroaches had.
Why do you look terrible?
The downside of polyamory, you can't joke about punishing your partner because
My dear,
Have you not been taking care of yourself? And oh, well,
Had to help get them back.
is it
In my
not?
private area.
Holding push in special catnip.
Mm.
and do you wish to have a private area to discuss things?
Good girl.
I messaged him.
I would like to know what I am discussing. Yes,
Not recently.
everything is very confusing.
Treason and betrayal I am being.
Then I suppose we can head into the medical.
Hands block of cheese.
There's actually a nice.
Is that why everything was closed up?
I was going to offer some.
Okay, I'll give him a couple weeks.
So
Roland, we might have to put that on the
basically-
back burner for a little bit.
Do they really have
Well,
to
this is
put
part
in a
of the
vending
check.
machine?
The vending machine is for people. It's also free. Yeah.
That is not the point.
So there's a private area right over here.
Alright.
Also, hi, Nikolai.
Hello, darling. Oh, so much storage. Oh, that is for the best.
My dear,
Expanding it outward.
it's been a week.
What? Week?
Your Aramitama manifested because I failed in my duties.
What? What?
Yes. I ended up feeding into your darker instincts against my better judgment. And it caused your Aramitama to manifest to the point to where at the end of the night you shot off into the sky.
Is everyone in the guild alright? What happened?
You went to where I first ran into those gang members. And there was fire, smoke, and destruction. I eventually performed a ritual to find where you were at. However, I was too late to prevent you from doing anything. As I came across the gang members, I myself put them out of their misery. I found you. You were wild and raging. One that I am. A rage I am intimately familiar with. Unwrap the cloth on his hand. The burn mark. I was able to get to you and managed to calm you down enough to touch you. However,
I hurt you.
no. That only happened because I failed to uphold my promise to you. Once I got you back, I put you in the road between my hut and your shrine. And I pushed past my mana pool into mana burn territory and forced myself to bring down snow so you didn't burn down the area.
You stayed in the shrine. Alright.
The area is fine. Oh. I proceeded with a purification ritual and cleansed you. And when I finally came to, I made sure I put you inside your shrine in an effort to try to help you regain more of your energy.
I do not remember a moment of it. It has never come out, so I did not know what would happen. Oh, my darling. As soon as I feel stronger, I'm going to fix that. But
No, I don't want you to. That's going to serve as a reminder of what happens when I fail in doing what I promised you. You did not do that.
so did my heart and my tongue. I still
I know you.
Even if I do not remember.
Yes, but it would have never got like that had I actually performed what I was supposed to do when I noticed the signs. I chose to ignore them.
You just died.
Something I'll never do again. Yes, I'm aware, but I still have my duty to you. And I neglected that duty.
But you took care of it. I'm sorry, my love.
You have no reason to be sorry. I am the one who's sorry. I'm sorry I failed you for the second time.
No one else would have been able to stop that. And it is going to come. It was going to, one way or the other. It will come again. That is the cyclical nature of us.
And this time I will be there. And I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Everything feels calmer, but I feel like I should not feel this calm at the moment. This is an ikimitama. I will need some time to regain. It feels like strength is coming back because of the shrine, but everything is
I'll do what I can to help.
Everything is a blur. I just rest for now. I mean, need some time tonight, Ice. It seems Nikolai is around and...
You're good.
Thank you, darling.
I have some runes that I can forward to Elise in the process of converting electrical components into more of a magitech. Should allow Kise to be able, if at least some of the machines in here is converted, should be at least bearable for Kise to be around them.
Just a bit more so than...
I'll message Elise about that tonight.
Thank you, dear.
If anyone who could... there's nothing I can do. I can't use magic and I'm perpetually exhausted.
You bet yourself.
No, I'm not telling you to get on work. I'm saying you are still on leave. I'm telling you that you're on leave.
Oh, I know, I'm... Thank you, because I'm physically unable.
Yes. I'll let Nikolai know they're in charge of aftercare right now. In case anything.
Thank you, dear. Oh, my poor darling.
This was my fault, Kise. I let my bloodlust get the better of me and let it affect you.
You had every right to be upset.
Upset at who?
Just what happened.
At you? For what you did?
Just the situation before. I assume that was part of it.
Plan. Yes, that very much was. But I dragged you down with me. And, when I shouldn't have, and I saw how it was affecting you. That is my fault. I should have immediately performed my duties as your high priest.
Then, I suppose you shall just have to make it up to me, all right?
I will be doing that for the rest of my life. Because I've broken 2 promises to you.
And it better be a very, very long life to do that.
I will have eternity.
Good.
And I'm sorry you lost an entire week. but I never left your side.
That I believe I can feel it.
I believe the yokai made their way back.
If it was over, then they would have, yes. It is most probably
No,
not the first time they had to deal with that.
From the sounds of it, Jaden talked to some and they were familiar with what was going on.
Like I said, it is cyclical. The previous would have gone through it as well. Though it sounds like most of it was not within the area, so perhaps they had a bit more of a break than they were expecting.
Although I had to remind Fenrir of his place.
Oh, what did Fenrir do?
He wished to immediately go and find you. Once I found out where you were, he did not want me to wait for the others, for Jaden, for Val. And then he tested my patience. So I reminded him of his place and our contract.
I see. Is he still back home?
Yes, he is.
Just be careful about that.
He will come when I call for him.
All right.
I made sure he bent the knee, so to speak. Reminded to him that while he is free from his chains, he's still on a leash. And I'm the one who determines how long or short it is.
My beloved, the tamer of godly beasts.
I would have killed him, but he still has his uses.
How about enough of that, shall we?
Yes, I don't want to aggravate things as much as I already have.
Let's just get some rest for now.
Shall we join the others at least for a time?
All right. Hey, Emily, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Hi, everyone. 7 more night we chillin'. Shit went down last week, so we just talk about it.
Beer's
me,
a lot of
I'd
people,
put out a
actually.
give.
What'd you say?
No, you go ahead. What's Tiberius doing?
I was saying he was helping coordinate actually getting rid of them cultists, so think of helping him because I'm technically
Evening, Kise.
helping him with shit too.
Oh dear.
Seems like they already coordinated a lot of that.
What do you guys
What are you
think of
gonna
the new room?
Oh,
It is about time, if I am to be honest.
Fair enough.
Shall be better.
Agreed.
Fair enough.
You will sort out all the storage eventually.
Well, if you need help sorting.
Jayden, dear.
when you have, what, a dozen? Yes.
Come down here, darling. A little closer. I am told you were a help. Thank you, darling.
Anytime. You know that.
Hopefully, much later next time around.
Although, something that might make you laugh. Raymond got his head stuck in his bed frame this morning.
Oh.
I walked away for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and this long-headed kid of mine gets his head stuck in a bed frame.
Oh, goodness. What is the term in the
led to
common?
me and
Apple does
Echo
not
having to
fall off of the tree. I remember certain
If that kid is
incidences when you were
anything like me, then
particularly
I am
drunk, dear.
both proud and mortified. We don't talk about the mayonnaise jar. We don't talk about that.
No, of course not. Apologies for the temporary promotion for the night, dear. Yes, a bit tired. Unfortunate cycles of things.
Let me know if there's anything I can get, both of you. At all. I do not mind.
Thank you, dear.
I appreciate it. Though I'm afraid the only thing with me it's just time.
Time, worship.
Then whatever time I can give you, I would gladly.
I appreciate it, friend.
I have the best team.
If you need a prolonged vacation at all, I also do not mind this. It is no burden. It never will be.
That is why I have the best team. Hopefully it shall not be too long, with a bit of time in the shrine and a bit of good use, which it sounds like someone may need it.
Yes, after everything I've been through.
Thank you, darling.
Yes, thank you.
I wish you the rest of the night is a wonderful one.
Much appreciated, friend.
On the pillows.
Of course, don't let us stop you.
What I was more concerned about is trying to get him out of there before his very pregnant mother or his
Thankfully hoodie
slightly
and
ill
stuff,
other
but
mother.
got rid of that.
Trauma is fun.
Dealt with them for now.
Oh, yeah, no,
really
they
bad.
work.
Especially when someone's Aramitama comes out and wreaks havoc.
That's a thing for medical people, not me.
Gross.
And then afterwards,
Kami goes a little insane, a little cuckoo, things are a little weird. Except shit, I can't properly read. Why can't I?
I get to reenact how I was in the past. Fun times. Fun times.
You cried? Why did you cry? Why is everyone having trauma tonight? I'm with you there. I cried a little bit.
I wasn't really dealing with the bolt cultist on yesterday, but
I'm fine. It's just a cough.
hopefully get rid of them for a fair bit.
Was it?
I've got to guess they're like fucking cockroaches.
Yes, I've already taken something for it.
After a while.
That's good. Good idea.
I don't know.
Those LF to help propagate the whole attack, so that's their power grabbing industrial. I'm also living in the waterfront, so
Well,
hopefully those blokes
the inhalation of smoke and embers isn't exactly the best for your health. But I'm fine.
One of them was sleeping.
I was able to at least heal that myself.
Long story short, for the most part, dealing with the fear stuff. If you live in that place, then yeah.
Just so you think, if you're thinking it's getting worse, do let somebody know. Don't want anything bad happening because of problems left unchecked. Whatever that is, I'm overhearing it. You inhaling smoke.
Oh yeah, you were gonna build a obstacle course for him.
You shall not be letting anything linger that should not be lingering. I will make certain of that.
Yeah.
Is it from smoking or?
Should we tell them?
Because cats are species blind. Do you know about that?
No.
I'm leaving that up to you.
Cats. I'm not talking about like over there. Our species.
That's the basics for my team, I suppose.
Is the same thing they are. So
Mayara Mitama appeared finally, and it has been dealt with.
other species they tend to think that they are that.
But I do not remember exactly what happened myself.
Cat that you live with thinks that they're also a human.
But apparently it was not good.
If you
So I am currently
they're a dog.
taking a break, and Nikolai is taking care of the new room for now. Hopefully for just 2 or 3 weeks, at the most.
That he's having identity issues. Given the amount of people and Pokemon in that house.
If it is alright, I would write a really basic thing just as you expressed here, and that comes for you.
My dick and stuff.
Fair, but also I don't know.
Indeed.
Pokemon and a cat. I don't know how that.
Yes, if you ever see Kise in a blackened, smoky state, do not approach her. You come find me immediately.
No, we're in the middle of the hall.
Okay.
You said that might be not right now.
Unfortunately,
No, I don't
child, calming
intend-
involves cycles, so it shall happen again, but hopefully not for a very long time.
Oh my god.
In this instance, it was brought about extreme duress.
Hi, Arthur. How are you doing?
Someone died.
Your honesty.
The whole thing with the mold. Pretty sure it's all about millions.
And to be frank, it was me.
Cats will find their personality.
I'm not working
I
on it.
In time.
remember you mentioned that last time.
I just received
In
stuff on
Toronto, it's a new
fucking
set.
TV.
He is doing that.
Which then caused a chain of reactions to set it off. So yes, if you see Kise
Hopefully,
Cats are
it's
into
okay.
in a more wrathful state,
About helping coordinate some stuff with the bolt.
That's why I'm trying to get an obstacle course built, so
find me immediately,
balance some of the energy. Go to work.
as I'm one of the extreme few who would be able to actually remedy the situation.
What are we gonna do?
Is this a situation you're allowed to speak further on, or would that something you prefer, like what's causing it to Kise, or would you prefer that be kept for those in aftercare only, or just between you two?
Yeah,
That is entirely up to Kise.
it's alright that Eevee followed me home and just stuck around.
Alright, oh, do you mean to help her?
How, potentially, like, for this, or at least understand what's causing this, as you said, the black smoky state.
Yeah, because you could bring.
As Kise said, it happens in cycles, so it will happen again eventually, but probably not for quite some time.
Yeah, something outside.
Shouldn't be a
However,
cycle
the
or a
only
build-up
person-
of Kigane.
Oh, and flying.
Yeah,
Nothing is
something
And the only one who would be able to assist would be priests.
I see.
Mainly myself and, well, perhaps Jaden, but they're not officially a priest.
I'm guessing you mean specifically a priest of Kise and not just any priest out there.
Shinto.
A Shinto priest, if one is available, but from my understanding, I'm one of the very few around still.
Have to use it whenever there's
Yeah.
If they walk out with you, then you have their.
I had to do quite a bit of teaching.
If they don't want to, you're gonna get a face full of book, or they're gonna fire you.
That actually might be something.
I'm glad I did, however.
Appreciate it then. I'll be sure to bring them back.
Should you want to look at the medical bay since you're after it?
While I'm here, yeah.
It's nice in there.
It seemed that things were mostly purified back at the shrine. There's some.
That was the first thing I purified.
Yeah, it's been a long week.
Oh, yes. Rest for now. If I remember anything that may be useful for aftercare, I shall make mention in the comms, but for now,
I almost fell asleep for a second there. Holy shit. Oh.
things are hazy.
Yippee kitty.
Yippee cat.
Chocolate. There, all paid for.
I'm honestly surprised you did not bring an entire pouch worth.
Oh, that would require me to constantly keep it cold, and, well, can't exactly do that right now.
Well, at least in this instance, it is the winter time.
Yes, but in a leather pouch that
More smaller traditional type towns out in the middle.
tends to hold heat.
I've been to plenty of Shinto shrines.
I'm actually going to be just getting up for half a minute, checking out other African medical bay.
Who run the hot springs, basically Shinto priests as well? They have like a little shrine and everything.
I think.
No,
They are
we
the
do
spirits.
not.
Jose and other
If they mean the Kitsune sisters, they are the spirits of the shrine. They are the kami.
Well, they're talking about me running up.
I'm a wise old man.
They were saying I run the hot springs. Or Shinto priests run the hot springs. That's Echo's job,
they meant,
not mine.
No, they were referring to the Kitsune sisters. The ones that I believe Philira is a part of.
I don't know that name.
The storm kami that we worked with for the situation in Osaka.
Yes, I remember now. I don't know why I didn't remember the name. But I do know them. We haven't been to Orlando, Osaka for some time.
Perhaps a visit is in order sometime.
Pat. You can't hide from me.
perhaps.
And I've been working on the spell, making it so that it hides scent as well.
It's okay, I just hear the clap of your ass cheeks as you try to run away.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, honey, I love you. I love you.
I mean, I can tell you're making progress on it. The smell was fainter, but it was still there. And like you said,
Though,
audio.
you won't have to worry about them.
I've been working on it for
You're doing amazing, sweetie. Honey, you're doing amazing. You made amazing progress, and I love you.
Retaliating.
Yes, you're making progress. It's just my smell and hearing is just so. Yes.
I went through the ones that were coughing and choking.
I'm afraid. I'm scared.
They looked at me.
Protect me from this foul ruffian.
your fiance.
Puts a hand on his mouth.
This foul ruffian who would dare scare me.
Later.
I know.
They want me, sir.
Later, my love.
Damn. I'm just kidding. It's all good. I'm just kidding. You did a good job, though.
Ow.
Earned a bonus. Get a head pat.
Surprise your scritches.
Where'd everyone go? This place is like dead empty. Where the fuck is everyone? Oh, they're over there. That's where they all went.
Hal said they were gonna go check the med area, so.
Because usually most people like talking around.
It'd still have heat to it.
Where the fuck is everybody?
Yeah, and giving me a fucking headache.
At least get his free bandage, my love.
Meltdown.
Oh, this is a new bandage.
No autism meltdown allowed.
How new?
Headache allowed.
Today, new.
You are such a sweetheart.
How early today?
Before I left here. Or to come here.
Well, look at her little snoot. Look at her snoot. It's so smoochable.
Alright, so long as it is not more than half the day.
What do you mean being mean? I am telling the truth.
I've treated burns before, my dear.
Oh yes, but I'm still going to dote on you. That's just my job.
Keeps people from seeing my brush.
Are you going to deny me that?
But I know you're blushing. And knowing it's
No.
I will tickle you.
Correct.
You can't hide your blushing from someone who can smell pheromones.
Come at me. I am not afraid.
You're so cute, hon.
I am a cat, and I'm adorable. I rise from my grave. Boop your belly button. Boop. So what should we talk about now? What do you guys want to talk about? May, to this topic.
Hmm? What?
No, I said maid, not May.
Right, but I was about to say a thing.
Say it.
So, for one place that I go to, they've been having weird time dilation stuff happen, which probably settled down now. I don't know, maybe. Basically, it's been a month for me, but it's been 10 years for them.
Oh, that's funky.
Yeah, it's weird. However, well, the weird part about that is the fact that we were synced up until a month ago.
Yeah.
I thought I lost you twice in the matter of days.
Hopefully it's synced up again. I don't know. Anyway, that aside, there's been a lot of changes in that realm, and one of them is the group I was with have been renamed to the Sentinels, and we all needed to get a emblem, which required a trial.
And both times my fault.
It goes to the same thing, but for me, it was basically waves upon waves of creatures that I had to fight through to get to a certain spot, get the emblem, and then go back and show it to the person, and then sign papers.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Cool.
This is cozy.
waves
It is
and
amazingly
waves
cozy.
of
Welcome to the pillows.
hunting.
Hello.
Hello.
Howdy.
You are welcome to join us and conversate.
You felt wrong, now just be careful.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I was honestly expecting a more like just an arena match kind of thing.
I won't make the same mistakes twice.
Instead of an actual hunt.
That's fair, I guess.
Which hunting is a lot
What
more
I've seen
up my
so
alley.
far, I believe that.
Yeah, you do prefer the hunt. You right.
Yeah.
Pillow's comfy.
Yeah.
Hi, Mimic you.
Shit, X's overly crashed. Give me a moment.
How's it going?
Oh, hey, been a while, bud.
Can't see shit, Captain.
I never actually saw your legs until now. Those are cool. I like how they're like heels, but like made out of like.
Every time I forget who I am.
Haven't been here for like a month.
You're always there to remind me.
Very cool.
Nice.
Or help me down the path to find myself again.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, I'm curious.
Hi, I'm a son of a bitch. What's up?
Is that your actual foot, or is that just like clothing kind of thing?
Well, I would
Added
certainly
armor
hope
thing.
so.
Interesting.
Wearing shoes
I
must be a
suppose
pain
it's
in the
just
ass.
part of, well,
I just don't.
being a wife to be.
Understandable.
Yeah. I mean, when your foot has a natural heel like that, they're kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, but to be fair, I have paws, so I don't wear shoes either. At least in this form.
Yeah, me either.
I am a void.
And as you said, there is an eternity for that.
I mean,
More like
I'm a menace to society.
That is the journey after all, isn't it?
Who? Yo,
While
I'm
I
a menace
have-
to society. Like,
It is.
The police hate me.
While I
Have a
have
function
empathy-
interrogation
At
room
least
being
two
a
of
silly
my
goose not
partners
cooperating.
who were hated by Orlando Soccer Police.
Listen, I'm hated
Oh, hi,
by
Vice.
the Orlando Soccer Police because I refuse
Now I
to
can see
conform
shit.
to their rules. I just
As a reminder, please do not discuss crimes on the premises of the guild. Please and thank you.
Yeah, it's fine.
being a menace to society isn't a crime.
That I poked in my head, which is, nothing.
It was leading down that conversation, and I would appreciate it if you did not. Okay.
But I'm gonna be.
I'll come back.
I'm back.
Best catbird is back.
Oh,
Mm.
catbird. Did you bring the chicken
Uh,
wings?
Do the paperwork. I'm gonna take a head.
You know what?
So you're in.
I'm gonna go talk to Ice for a moment.
Aw.
Yeah, you're in charge.
Forgot things.
Actually, no, wait. Rolly,
But you're in charge. Why am I putting Danny in charge? You're way more senior.
Eyes, I need to talk to you before I do something very stupid.
Okay, come with me.
Please do not do something stupid. Oh boy, I think I know what that's about.
Sorry about the tech, but it is what it is.
Okay.
What you want to talk about?
That group in the middle of the pillow pile. They were leading down a conversation about being about how police officers, enforcers of the law, did not like them. The conversation, in my best guess, was going to go down to them discussing criminal activities.
I have to tell people.
Yes, that's. I know I am on leave. However, I did identify and say I am a member of security, and I reminded them, please do not discuss crimes on the premises. I was then, instead of saying, okay, sorry, it was, that's not where I didn't, and I said, but that's where the conversation was going to go, because it always does, especially with that group. And then they once again did a sing-songy, no it wasn't, not respecting someone who's identifying themselves as security and is enforcing the rules of the guild. And I can't do anything, so that's why I'm telling you.
I'll go talk to them. Kise, do you have any opinion on it? You just told me about it. Say she has a difference of opinion.
It's mostly that it has been something that has continued several times, that people do not seem to accept Sigurd as a member of security and at least take his word as authoritarian in that regard. Or at least some groups seem to have a bit of a problem with authority in any circumstances. I do not know if you've had similar issues.
Not particularly. They tend to listen when asked and something, but
if I'm being honest, it's the people who hang around Kinshi.
Okay.
That is a common factor. All of their friends seem to disregard anything I say and more often than not, I identify myself as second under you as a member of security, and they more often than not always backtalk and disregard everything I say and have some kind of retort instead of apologizing and saying it won't happen again like it would with anyone else.
Until you back it up, dear.
Yes, until you get involved, and then it's the apology, and it won't happen again. And then they wait till you're out of the room, and then they continue to do it.
okay. I'll go talk to them right now.
Thank you.
That every member of security has the authority of the guild and myself behind them. They should not disrespect them.
You should not have to deal with everything. That is the point of having a group.
Yes, that is what I was under the impression, and what most of the other guild members are under the impression. However, it seems to be only me that they seem to have an issue with.
Okay.
Which I have already reported to you.
I'm aware. I'm
But
gonna go do that right now.
Sorry to give you more work.
No, you're okay. After that, I have 2 weeks worth of paperwork to catch up on because I was physically locked out of my office.
What?
Understood.
What happened to your office?
The The manor was blocked off by the lions.
Right, you have. They did not even let you in, I see.
They didn't let anybody in. I was kindly escorted out when it happened.
I see. Well, I suppose there was a lot of fun to be had. I cannot put that against her. And oh no, you probably had to go stay with Finley for a while, did you not?
Oh no, I had to stay with my very attractive boyfriend.
Exactly,
Oh
how horrible.
It's in the same city that the tower's in. It's actually. It's actually.
Hey, let's, yeah.
Taking up residence under an old bank. Like somebody converted the old storage vault into a.
Oh, that egg should be hatching soon.
Oh, yes. Oh, everyone is near now.
Oh, since you're out here, Kise.
Yes, dear.
I've had an idea, and it's an idea that I'm gonna talk to Ambrosia and Morgan about because I need their help to facilitate it. So I've had a theory, and the theory is that I could possibly apply the same formulas that I use for ghost food and ghost drinks to medicines, for chemical-based medicines. So basically, we're gonna play fuck around and find out with a bunch of potions and see what works for ghosts.
Spirit potions, interesting.
If it works, it's something we can facilitate for the guild. If not, well, we know it doesn't work. We won't know until we actually try. But I'm gonna see if Morgan and Ambrosia are on board.
Yes, that is the first step. Given the nature of potions, it is a bit more volatile if things go wrong, so it is best to take things very slowly.
I mean,
the idea is
Ambrosia
there.
will probably say yes because it's something new. Morgan will probably say yes because it's Morgan.
Hey, Artemis.
Yes, that is true, honestly. Yes, I at least trust them to be cautious enough. Though it will involve neither of them are spirits, so. That is the hard part. There's a bit of ethics involved when dealing with something that can be medicinal, especially to.
Yeah.
It does require testing that one cannot do without.
In theory, it should work. In practice, well, there's only one way we're gonna find out.
Indeed.
Apologies for interrupting, but this is a little bit important.
Oh,
We do actually
No, you're
have, just as it turns out, our first patient in the medical bay.
I see.
Kise is off duty.
Yes, unfortunately, I'm
That would be talking.
not able to do much at the moment.
He's in there.
Handling a patient right now.
Nikolai has accepted.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nikolai's the second for medical.
He took the responsibility for the next couple weeks or so.
So, yeah, that's gonna be a fun side project I get to work on.
I'm certainly looking forward to hearing the stories.
All of other medical, so that way they're up to date.
Well, the good news is it works and we have something fun, or it doesn't work and
Her hair
we possibly
seems a
make something
little
explode in
stringier
a
now.
workshop.
Mm.
Alchemy can be volatile the best of times, so.
Well, so long as the workshop is not alive in some way, shape, or form, or as a part of my estate, that is all I care about.
No. We're doing it at Roland's house. Well, we're planning to do it at Roland's house.
Oh, good luck
Yeah,
to you.
still have a bunch of. Yeah, I still have a bunch of his tools and ingredients from when he was staying at my place. I said.
I mean, I
as a
kind of
secondary lab,
sort
so
of
the
froze
kids
part
don't
of the
get
roof
involved.
one time. We're trying to make ice cream.
I would say
I was
expect a
trying to
bit
make ice
more than a
cream
frozen
magic.
roof given the nature of this in comparison, but extra precautions, extra magical barriers, anything that you can reinforce.
Right.
Just be cautious. I do worry about you all.
A day. Okay, got it.
A lot of days. Roland, you're in charge of the security. If anybody gives you back talk, let me know. You can call me.
Understood.
I'll be right back. Hope you two are doing better.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you, Ice.
Right. Seems like
To see you, Mr. Sigurd.
Hello, dear.
Yeah, there's.
Hello, I didn't.
Why
If that looked like something else, it wasn't intentional.
Why do I have the feeling that I think I know what happened?
No idea.
It depends on what you think happened.
I'm just getting to play fuck around and find out with alchemy products.
Loose lips sink ships, and one of my partners has a habit of bombing the Titanic. Anyway, moving on.
Not my business.
Hope you guys are doing well.
It's certainly been better.
Say, bro.
Well,
If
you're
you need
definitely
more,
better off than you
ingredients,
were previously.
If you need
So
more ingredients, let me know. I can take a run to the Wicarium tomorrow.
Let me talk to Morgan and Ambrosia and see what we need first.
Yes and no, but they're two very different situations, unfortunately.
I'll make sure the workshop's.
We're simply both on
One of my
leave for
kids
at
got his
least
heads-
a couple weeks or so.
One of my kids got his head stuck in the bed. And by one of them, I mean my biological son got his head stuck in the bed. I walked away for 5 minutes. I don't know how the fuck he did it, but he did.
hang on.
He's fine.
You?
We pulled the bed apart. He's fine.
I was.
And I
going
tried
to
olive oil.
suggest- Fuck.
The olive oil didn't work. Echo and I physically had to pull the bed apart.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Before Moko and Mori saw what was going on.
I'm sorry, homie. Oh,
Because
That's
Mocha is very
mending
pregnant and
rooms
Cranky
or
could kick my ass, and Mori could just kick my ass. I mean, it's fine. We put everything back together.
Oh, so it was
that
not
wouldn't be a
broken,
bad
broken.
idea. A mending rune, so that way if you put it on something, if it breaks, it'll instantly rebuild itself. Although
Look,
that
and Mori
be
would
hard
have to be
maintain.
away, and the others that are a bit more void touched, but it could be doable, at least get the effect until it is complete.
Me. Hello.
Hello, Michael.
Michael, you want to hear something that will make... Actually, no, this will make you laugh. Raymond got his head stuck in his bed frame.
You could have stayed longer. Ribbo, how you doing?
Okay.
He's fine. What happened is I walked away for 5 minutes. Go to the bathroom. I come back. He's got his head sticking out through the gap in his bed. I tried half a bottle of olive oil
Like
to get
father,
him
like
unstuck.
son.
He did not get unstuck. So instead, he was just upside down, covered in oil. So at that point, I call Echo, and I'm like, "Hey, Echo, I need your help. I need to pull the Raymond's bed apart because he got his fucking head stuck."
Oh, I'm glad he's
And on
okay.
top of that, he was laughing about it. He thought it was funny. I didn't think it was funny.
Oh yeah.
Because if either of his mothers had seen what had happened, I would have gotten my ass kicked.
Oh dear.
Could always put like a quilt or something over that side, so that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some padding to loop around their beds. You know those padded mats you can get for bed frames? I'm gonna get some of those. I just have to measure out the beds.
Well, they should have done that already.
Approved.
Baby-proof XL.
The trouble is, Raymond is a little bit too much like me. Which is both... makes me both proud and terrified. Because I know what I was like as a child.
You know how you could have avoided this entire situation if you had went with my idea and gone the proper traditional route of a futon? Then you would not have to worry about a frame.
I know. I know. I can see that you were right.
She's always right, what do you mean? Haven't you learned that by now?
You know, I'm gonna choose not to answer that.
smart man.
Oh, yes! Aftercare department, we finally have one set up. There are lots of big fancy machinery in there, which at least is gonna have to tweak some of it.
Who's allowed in there?
Nickel. Today,
Just a you
anyone
question.
to just have a look around?
At the moment, people will have to peek, though at the moment I would suggest give it some time because there is a patient there at the moment. Nikolai is
Yes,
taking care of
there's
him.
actually work going on in there.
I'm worried about getting involved.
Wait until Nikolai comes
Already?
out. Yeah, I have no idea what happened. I'll find out later.
No, Nikolai and
Open a
Evelyn
medical bay. Oh,
taking care of it.
Wait. I
And
thought
Nikolai
I
is
saw
in
Rochelle.
charge
Was
I think it's smart.
for at least the next couple of weeks.
Rochelle there?
It would be good for me to be smart about how I get
Oh.
involved.
Oh, I hope not.
I hope not. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised.
I swear, I at the very least smelled Rochelle.
Yes, Rochelle is here.
what's wrong
Given
with Rochelle?
Rochelle's book, she probably, I don't know, she might have tripped over something or.
Possibly
got her arm
Rochelle
on
or
a
perhaps
stick or
one of her
sharp branch or
Pokemon
something.
friends.
Or accidentally got bitten by something.
I was going
Rochelle
to
deals
say,
with a lot of wild Pokemon, so.
you know, way to talk. Gonna say, who knows? She came in here, face bloody, blood on her chest. So,
Okay, so
Okay, yeah.
it was Rochelle.
Let Nikolai deal with that.
I did not mean to
I'm kind of hoping
out
that I
who the
really
patient was. I just,
the guy over there because
at the very least, can smell.
I just dabbed and like I know him, so if anything, it was likely just like
thankfully, I don't do medicine, so I don't fall into that legal stuff, eh?
people is fun.
I'm technically security, so.
No.
But I'm on leave.
Unfortunately, in this case, when one walks into a open manor in a public sense that is bleeding, it is a bit difficult to have that sort of confidentiality. However, anything past that, we do not talk about.
Right. Thankfully, I don't work here, so I don't have to fall into that. I can
True, don't work here.
I'm a maid. I make the food.
How to make chains.
It's very good food.
Although, speaking of things for people that work here,
Yeah.
Roland and I are going to be testing that hard light shield prototype he's been working on soon. But we're going to wait for Cupcake to get back to me with the things that I need to test it.
Oh, I might have to modify mine.
You might need to remind
Cupcakes and-
Cupcake he's been dealing with a lot in Zafira.
Yeah, I heard. He's also the one that's giving Jerry his fucking kneecaps. Jerry's buying them off him legally.
I'm not surprised. It's Cupcake.
Yep.
Jerry's been collecting bones and kneecaps of various different species, and I found out where he's getting them. He's buying them off of Cupcake, who is getting them from the corpses of the ball cultists.
Yep.
I see.
Something, void like shit. I don't try to apply mortal plane, like, logic from this plane to Jerry.
As long as he does not bring any over when he visits, that is all I care about.
No, me and him already had that conversation.
Perfect.
Seems to change depending on where I use it.
I did say if he finds any, like, animal bones out in the forest, he can have them, but...
Oh, right.
Gotta say, though, gotta hand it Cupcake. Knows how to profit off war.
Zexus was trying to ask you if they could bring someone to the shrine, however, it was a very bad time.
I hope that whatever I do.
Oh, was it during that time then? I see.
Yes.
Yes.
It's getting old.
But technically it would have been a good time.
Because I didn't want to,
I feel like I need to, like...
No, my dear.
Like, kneel down and...
It was literally the day of,
Oh, was it?
if memory serves.
I see.
I know, it's just like...
It was very much a very bad time.
Also, some of the local yokai suck at hiding.
But yeah,
Well, many of them have been staying in the actual buildings, so...
really funny with the
There's some abandoned buildings probably about 5 or so miles out. I found a few of them in there.
down on the floor, they'll basically just flop
They got a little too comfortable, so they weren't actively trying to hide.
They've done it to Fuminori so many times.
So what I'm hearing is we should fix those buildings up for them.
They're so goofy.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Wouldn't take too much. Some new planks.
I feel like that's
Couple of new window shutters.
Teach them how to be a pro.
I could have Fenrir do it.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I can lead him to the spot.
Say that again, Roland.
Good.
Saying if you need some help with construction, I'm
Hello,
willing to
Nimbus.
offer a hand.
Hi.
Of course.
Thank you very much for the Christmas present.
I'd rather you
So
do it
having a
than...
friend who has a jetpack.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it.
Well, and it's... I'd rather have someone I can trust do it.
Considering how exhausted I am,
The convenience of being able to fly.
You guys have a good
Yeah, I'll see what we need and go from there.
I can have Fenrir get them raw materials for it.
Yeah.
I doubt that they will use it very often. They will probably... I assume they have gone back to the estate at this point, the Neocon. Many of them have been staying there. But it is nice in a pinch if they need to leave.
We have someone staying in the patient's
Worst case, it could be a village.
So perhaps more OCP or easy to digest
A
food.
village set about so much fun.
Just the opposite. And they have no preferences.
Confirmation from.
Suppose that is alright.
I was worried that it wouldn't.
Do you know who else is a member of security? Jaden, are you security?
Yes.
Yes, I'm security.
The lounge area of security is fine to have for private conversations, correct?
Yes, the lounge area is, but do not go past the desk with the computer on it. That's where the main Pokemon are.
Well, and also, if you go even try, it's likely you won't get past the door to get in that room, but the gate will activate, and it will activate the
Almost everywhere.
banishing.
I can show them.
Yes.
They have something to eat that will warm them up a little.
This would be for... No. Perhaps at the
It would be banishment before it would be anything else.
True.
I can do that right now. I can set it up.
Bear in mind,
The other
people that
hurts.
come here who have an immunity to magic.
Yes,
I think
that's...
Jerry would ever try to go in there, but I'm using him as the
Give
example.
it to them.
That's why it's then a non-lethal method, and if that doesn't work, that's when it gets
Basically used
less ideal.
undead.
Yeah. I know Jerry was deterred from eating anything outside the manor because apparently Modus was starting to eat him.
Okay, so far.
Most probably,
Probably
yes.
for the
Tried.
best.
Apparently that was enough of a deterrent to get him to stop entertaining the idea.
Yes.
Coming to the jungle tonight, or you have?
Luckily, Jerry's not a fool.
Voidland logic
Probably
is
gonna come to that
problematic, but at least he understands some things. At least some of the things I've tried to teach him have sunk into his skull.
Yes, that is very good.
He's still a voidling, and I can only ever do so much with him.
Yeah, I did want to.
It has been
If
fine
he
so
ever ends
far.
up in a jail cell, I'll let him stay
not
there for a day or two
exactly
before
one
bailing him out.
Arts partners, kind of, sort of.
No, that is
Teach him a
understandable.
lesson than anything else.
I said the name wrong. It is not Roxanne.
I'm sure
It
she'd at least
is
appreciate the company. Well, I'm not a partner yourself, right? I sound at least.
Wait, wasn't Rochelle part of security?
This is the first time we have a medical ban.
I know that.
Oh, well then Rochelle could have gone back there regardless.
Rochelle is resting.
My thing is, I don't know if she wants friends.
She may have
or
also
just-
moved because she is the head of the Pokemon department now, so she may have decided to forego for the new responsibilities.
That's true. I forgot.
That would be a Rochelle and Ice question.
No,
One that's not important right now. Either way, actually, either way, they're ahead. But I think heads are allowed back there.
I believe so.
I'm fairly certain they're one of the only exceptions to.
I know when I had my conversation with Ellison there, I had to clear him through the doors.
Ellis isn't a head of a department, though.
True.
I'm going to be.
I don't know what would happen, but
I'm touching the cops.
Either way, that's neither here nor there.
That's neither here nor there. Right now, yeah.
I can
But-
be a menace
Is,
whenever I think of any ways to be a menace. That's like,
Is Rochelle able
get me in any
to?
real trouble at the moment.
Is she in a state to talk to anybody, or is this a case of letting her rest?
Let's define trouble then. Because
Pulls out
being a menace towards
stick of butter.
have some territorial influence.
But yes, I'll let you. I'm sure one of us will begin to contact you, Roland, about construction for the
You
homes.
want to try and see if she is open to
course.
conversation.
Happy to help.
I'll see if
Thank
she's
you,
up. I'm
Dave.
gonna
Appreciate it.
The yokai on the property.
Oh, I know.
Yes, I'm sure they'll probably appreciate
Also,
a place to go to should any
you know, we do kind of travel.
thing befall the area.
They will also probably need reinforcements, yes.
You would have possibly seen
Inclement
well,
weather,
if you see a
that sort of
man
thing.
that looks like he's like
Safe
half
space is always
Oh,
a welcome
trust
thing.
that's just.
Very large dog fights.
he is the one that was after.
Right.
I've been getting better with my construction.
Well, at least the one that I
Like you
met
saw
is
that
one of-
birdhouse
was
that I
af-
dropped
was
off
after the crustacean.
during the New Year's celebration, Kise.
Oh yes, they've been enjoying it.
If you see them, they're
yeah.
pirates, and I may or may not have.
I already
kind
said
of
I would help
tried
Jaden
to,
with
actually wait a bit
building
longer
an
for
obstacle
Arnie to
course
come
for one of
back,
their
but
Pokemon
if she
to
doesn't
help
come out,
burn
I'm
some
heading
energy.
back.
They
So,
didn't seem
yeah,
like
happy to
they're
help
causing
with
any real trouble
some building reconstruction for the yokai.
at the moment.
Lovely.
Of course.
Thank you, dear.
Well, I'm here for you, so I wait with
Yes,
you.
it'd be nice to have someone we trust on the property building things for us.
Part of the.
I see what you did there.
I appreciate it, and yeah, do the best that I can.
I have no doubt.
I mean, you know, my experience with
Yes,
the
the,
whole
I've seen your craftsman's work.
me along with the conversation.
Yeah, the shield that Jaden was talking about.
Nibbles ear.
I'll keep my distance so it doesn't bother you, Kise.
The one I get, I'll probably fool around with to see if I can fiddle with it and convert the energy at least into more mana based than.
So if you were watching, the smoke coming off of the ring isn't actually there. I just forgot to update the model.
Yeah, something a little more
I forgot about that.
carry along with Kise.
Yeah.
See,
Hmm.
this is how the shield is looking so far.
No.
It is a tech-based type.
I know that
The
prefab.
idea behind it is based on a shield that is used on my home planet to protect large areas of our cities.
It wasn't even
Basically, any sort of kinetic force that's applied to the shield absorbs it and then uses that energy to reinforce itself.
It was between.
So the more it hits it, the
Interesting.
stronger it gets.
That would have been a very useful shield in my youth.
Yeah, it took some time to scale it down because this kind of tech is usually meant to protect several
don't
city
know,
blocks
I'm
worth,
trying to
not
keep
something
you guys kind
on a more
of
portable
in the
scale.
know
So
about
it took some
stuff,
time
like,
getting
as much as
the
I remember
calculations
to
right.
Impressive nonetheless. Especially if it gets stronger, the more it gets hit.
Even if I do end up planning to do
That's
something,
the
it's always
basic
good to
idea
let you guys
behind
know.
behind it. Yep.
It's something about some sort of paste that could do
You
that.
know, wielded something like that. It was like a handheld shield and more big for like protecting a good dozen or so people behind it.
Well, the idea that Jaden initially posed to me was something that
It reminds me.
Better than not know.
We need to have that hair tested.
Something bad.
Oh, right. Alright. Something perhaps for Ellis.
But yeah, the
Mm,
yeah, the original idea Jaden
Some
gave me
genetic
was
work.
something that would be more akin to like sort of a second skin kind of shield that covers the entire body. But I told him like that kind of shield would be a little difficult because each one would have to be tailored or crafted to the individual using it.
Plus, you know,
Or potentially implanted.
you know, love for adventure is kind of a big thing.
Yeah.
So I figured something like this would be a good at least starting stone.
And if anyone needs to know how to use a handheld shield, I'm more than proficient.
And
I'll say something else when I say like second skin, because I technically have something that with my Rosarius personal shield, but that may not be what you're talking about. Never mind.
yeah.
The basic idea Jaden wants is something more of a like personal full body shield. Something akin to like a second skin. But I told Jaden like something like that would be tricky because each unit would need to be custom measured for the individual.
Question,
So
do you know if this is like about the shield they're looking for? Because like, if it needs to be specifically like something done with science, or can it also be done?
So I need to remind myself. I need to figure out how to fix Sig's neck. I'm gonna figure out how to do that. I think it's a weight
I'm going
painting
to take
thing.
a look at it once they're actually finished. I have my own method of. Basically, it takes the same fundamental design and replaces the inner workings with more magical, conductive.
Yeah, but like Jaden said,
components.
This is a functioning prototype, but we want to test it, so we want to make sure that we fix any issues before we go issuing more to others. So we want to get some testing done.
Staring at.
You take care of it. Just thought
Waiting for Art to get out of that conversation so me and Tao can possibly
We have a cold storage inside
go with them. We'll see.
the medical bay, right?
Understandable.
Yes.
If not,
And
then
there's
we're
some
just gonna go to my
cold storage in the toy makers as well, if you need it.
This would be more medical. And honestly, this would probably be a far more safer place than anywhere else.
Okay. To answer your question, Tao, honestly, talk to Jaden about what his idea is.
That way, anybody can. That way, Alice can immediately come and do tests or what, or grab it, so they don't need to come find us all across the world.
Yeah, that's what happened. That was my morning.
Whoa. My brain just shut off. Like, there wasn't a lot there.
Oh look, a freezer.
Amazing.
A ruined bag. A ruined bag that can only be opened by names that was specifically given.
Ellis.
So Kise, Sigurd, and Ellis are the only ones who can open that bag.
It's a texture thing. What? Weird. Like, your beans are smooth.
Actually, I can help with this.
I know.
You're not allowed to get hurt. Why? Be careful, Rochelle.
I'm not allowed to get hurt. I got fucked up by a Wendigo.
What? A Wendigo? Oh, goodness.
Unfortunate. Wendigos are.
Yeah.
Wendigos.
They are not fun.
What is that?
Visitation.
Normally seen as forest guardians, but very, very malevolent in nature. Mostly.
It makes a squeak.
Why did you give me a squeaky bowl?
This is stimmy.
What?
It's stimmy. It's stimulation.
What the
Michael,
fuck?
I have a feeling she's high on drugs.
I know, but it's nice. Yeah.
I'm not high on drugs.
I have no idea, dear.
Hi.
But it is good to see you.
Hey. It's good to see you.
I'm glad you're alright.
Do you need me to contact
I'm okay.
your lovely other half to tell her what happened, or are you gonna do that yourself?
No, I'm gonna tell her here in a little bit.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna get a little yelled at. I ain't gonna lie. 'Cause
She will
No, you will.
absolutely yell at you.
Believe me.
Ask Nikolai a question.
You will be.
Yes, you know all about that.
Have you met Kise?
Is it okay if I
Yeah,
give her food that
do you
has
get yelled at
magic in
too
it?
for ending up in the medical bed out of nowhere?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not allowed to get hit.
I get a small scrape and she yells at me.
The magic I'm putting into it is just
Well, that is a bit different. I cannot handle blood, so.
helps her body.
Okay, that was an over-exaggeration.
I'm glad you didn't see me when I came in then, because it was a lot, like an actual visible a lot.
Yes, I did for a moment. I looked away. It was mostly proximity.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
That's why I could smell iron on the air.
Yeah.
Is gone.
I feel like a troublemaker, like a little delinquent.
No.
Oh dear.
Troublemaker.
I'm glad that at
You
least
were
we have
injured.
this now for you. We would have had to send you to a hospital otherwise.
I know.
But I was hoping not to have it in use so quickly.
Hello.
She's a christening. She's like the wine bottle for the ship.
Oh yeah, you are. Skull, I guess.
Yet at least it is not a table. I've heard about people using wooden tables for the medical beds.
They did do that. I was there. Was I there? No, I wasn't. The food.
Misty Shore medical table strike again.
The spell. It's just to help you heal. Are
Orcish
allergic
wine?
to
Hell
magic
yeah.
of any kind?
No, not at all.
Oh, Orcish wine! We could get that from the Lying Fork and Evenach.
Oh, don't worry. It's seasoned. I've seasoned it.
Do you smoke in any way?
Huh?
Like Kizami?
Do I smoke
I'm
what
asking if
now?
you smoke weed.
Well, not exactly weed, but yes, pipe weed is one of the things I make.
Not at home. No, not at home.
I feel like you're overwhelming her.
What I'm hearing is outside of
No,
it.
you're not overwhelming. It's just
No.
Loki was the first person who ever got me to try anything like that. I didn't like the way it tasted.
Why am I not surprised Smoker was involved?
Oh, Kise has medicinal. Is what I'm saying.
Very high quality.
I mean, that's fine.
I somewhat trust Mocha, but
as long as I don't, as long as I don't bring a smell home. That's.
Oh goodness, no. Most of mine are enchanted, especially for things like
I want
that.
to draw a very clear line here that from conversation, simple healing soup and maybe something to relieve pain is very nice.
Yes, exactly.
It was to relieve the pain.
Does not
Yeah,
need to be
I mean,
too fancy.
I'm fine with it. It's. I had to have an entire talk.
10 more minutes.
Proper pipe.
This one's on me. Place that in any pipe you have, and you'll feel better. It'll remove. It will. It's a relaxant, and you won't feel as much pain.
I call it orchard. It has a bit of a fruity aftertaste.
Oh, I'm a fruity. Thank you.
Oh, is that the one that smells like apples?
Yes, the apple, the berries.
But yes, it's a very fruity smell. So worst case, you just smell like fruit.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. No, I could go home smelling like fruit. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
Wonder which fruit. Like
It is a mix. It is a bit of a mix. I've been trying various. Yes, strawberries are one of them. Yes.
Your lovely better half will not
I tried
get
a
mad
bunch
at
of
you.
combinations,
Or
and people
you'll
like
get
the
mad over
mix.
the fact you got attacked. But she's not gonna get mad at you smelling like weed.
So hold on. I want you to picture this, okay? I'm engaged to a fucking cleric. Yeah, okay. Right? Do you think it's just like
The question is, do you also need a pipe?
his wife, you know? What?
Do you need a pipe?
You have a proper one.
No, I have one. I'm just really
Oh.
careful with it, you know?
Good.
Do you hide the pipe?
That I appreciate. Not
Hello,
many
all
do.
of you. This is where you've been.
So, reorganizing.
You'd be surprised how often.
And recreation of my
You'd be surprised at how often people will use the tobacco for cigarettes.
Do you want a light? I can provide one.
No, no, I'm gonna kind of get my bearings about me, and then I'm gonna probably go very much outside.
Yeah, it's not in here.
Worst case scenario.
This will be the one time I will say that.
Oh my goodness, I hope we didn't just wake the
Worst case scenario, I can also send you incense as well. Similar effect. Not as strong though.
It's fine. I'm gonna find a very nice calm spot to
I'm
kind
so
of
used
sit
to
down with my little
not being followed properly. I need to forget that. Yeah, I need to remember that I'm here.
I would feel rude doing that in here.
I will.
And I say, I will check with you.
I will also give you some incense as well
You're fine. We're at least halfway.
for your
We're at least you try to be.
other half.
Yeah, when it comes to medical, you better be full weight
Thank you. She
professional.
actually really
I'll
loves
whack you.
incense.
I'm not afraid.
If you want,
I don't
there's a
know
night table
medical,
right
so
over
that's not
there.
my
I
job.
can
I
put
leave that
those
to
in
people
there,
that know what
so when
they're
you
doing.
can get them when you leave.
Mind you, I do
Well,
know
you
how to
hear,
reset
you
a broken
behave.
nose.
Yeah, so you're not.
Yes,
It's not on your
ma'am.
lap. For the foreseeable future.
Good.
Though as security, if
I'm
I need to
actually,
physically restrain
don't,
someone, I
I'm
will
gonna
do
get
it.
up here in a minute because
Oh,
I'm
if somebody needs
kind of
physical
tired.
restraining in here, then they're breaking the rules. Go ahead.
Okay, well.
Yes,
No,
give
I
them
don't
space.
mind. I have a funny story now.
I'm glad you're alright, Rochelle.
Indeed. Now, obviously, the next thing I'd ask to know about is a proper smoking room. That would be nice. This will be the one place I would say
The
no.
drawing room.
True.
Oh, the drawing one could be converted into it.
That would be nice now that we have an actual place for conversations. Once we clean out the storage.
I'm gonna wiggle.
At least
You
organize
have
it.
an office now, Kise?
Not yet, but I would rather save the space for.
That door or
Oh.
that door?
Oh.
There's another door.
Oh.
I did not see that door.
Oh, did I?
Situations before where I was nearly abandoned by medical. You guys have been all over it. Holy crap.
It is an office.
Oh.
Oh, look.
Oh,
Wow,
goodness,
your
look at
own
that.
office.
Wait, does this mean I only have to do paperwork? I didn't always want to do paperwork. I'm going to be like, I stuck here for hours afterwards.
Oh no. You have to do paperwork. Oh no.
If I already do paperwork, just not here. Let's bring it back here.
Well, yes, you bring it back here, you leave it here, and then you do it over time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Keep in mind the knowledge that I know sizable contagion magic.
The amount of paper
Or you just stay up.
my homework
Cast it on the
is
bed to get him
payments.
unstuck. Because I wouldn't cast it on me.
Or you just stay up all night the night before the paperwork is due, and then you do it then, and then turn it in, and when
But darling,
you're
I do
working on no
not
amount of
sleep normally. This was strange enough for this past week. Is that the same as sleep?
Alright.
So I got the water bottle from
Maybe, probably.
Well, I know we have some in the security office.
Goodness.
I know you do not
I
remember what
spent-
happens over the 8 hours at night when I watch you sleep.
My biological son got his head stuck in a bed for him.
No, I have nightmares, my dear.
Yes, I know.
I do remember what happens when I go to sleep.
Terrified at the same time.
Well, not out in the open world.
You're like me. Oh, you're like.
Well, yes, no. Consciously, I don't know what's going on around me.
I have to sing your lullabies sometimes.
Careful with padding too. Buy certain kinds.
No, you know that padding that you can get from just put it
Yes, let us give them space.
to cushion it.
Oh, if I'm being honest, I'm starting to feel far more exhausted.
That I understand.
I'm just glad I have that motorcycle. Luckily, I added liquid mana fuel tanks to it, so...
When did you get that done?
Good
Oh
night,
dear.
you two.
Oh, you as well.
Good night.
Also, Miss Kise, it's good to see you doing drastically better.
At least I hope so. I'm just very tired. But it's good to see you, dear.
If you need anything brought to your shrine, let me know. Yes, I will make sure it is the proper ones before you say anything. I'm not gonna be dumb.
I appreciate it.
No one ever turned down a good offer.
Normal sake, normal confectionaries.
Normally, you wouldn't have to think... Normally, you wouldn't think you'd have to remind people to bring normal things and not things that are harmful to Kise. However...
Calm it down, Mr. Wolfram. Don't want you to transform in the middle of the house. I got you. I got you. It's more than understandable.
We were just going home. I believe we both need to rest.
Yes. Mana burn is exhausting.
Don't know what that feels like, but I do know what it's like to run out of key. Not very pleasant.
Think of that, but then you continue to use your spell, and it starts to drain part of your life force.
Nah, I'm alright.
Good, keep it that way.
Yes, never do
I
it.
don't have the ability to access the weave, so...
Well, it's more of I suppose it's more I ran out of the ability to use the weave, and instead of drawing on that, I drew on my own life force.
Imagine...
My soul, that's what I'm looking for.
I understood. Imagine being a race that is inherently magical, and you can't access the one fucking thing that you were born with. It's fucking weird. I'm a wood elf, and I can't use nature magic. That's the one thing I like.
Well, you still survived and overcame. It's something to be proud of.
Oh, I'm proud. Don't get that mistaken by any sense of the imagination.
Oh no, I know. I'm just making sure someone else recognizes it. That you hear it from someone else. Because it is something to be proud of.
I thank Daisy, this guild, and the rest of my partners every day for this. If it weren't for you guys, I'd be dead. Literally.
Well, we're glad you're not, and we're glad you're here.
Indeed.
It's always a pleasure to see you, Artemis. And the amount of things I've seen you do and put together is inspiring. And I'm proud to call you a friend.
Mr. Wolfram, have I ever told you that I respect you
I still
highly?
remember BB sassing me about that.
I know.
You have not.
I'm going outside to try it.
I do.
You honor me, Artemis.
If
Thank
you
you.
need anything, just call me. Or text,
both
or...
of you.
You can
I
come
see
with me.
that
I'm
one
just
as a
going
close friend,
outside.
and you.
I'm just going outside.
Well,
That
we're proud to
one.
have you amongst our friends.
I wasn't saying it to be insulting. Don't puff your cheeks up and get all mad.
Oh, I can pull my cheeks up
I know
however I
you.
want.
I know you well enough to know that if I say something even vaguely patronizing, you immediately get mad.
Yes, like
Oh, don't
that
worry.
one.
I'll take her mind off of it later.
You better.
Miss Kise, Miss Kise, you know that I have literally no control of my filter. That part of my brain was removed when they put the implant in. I can't help it.
Yes. That makes it even more insulting, you know.
Yeah, that. You think I intentionally insult people? No. In fact, I want to have. Okay, you're teasing me. Okay.
She's teasing you, yes.
The fact that I could pick up on her teasing me, but everybody else is a blur. It's weird. I think it's because she immediately puts her hand in front of her mouth and starts giggling mischievously. Like she always
Oh goodness, I've lost my touch. I'm not as good of an actress. I need to work on it again.
My humor is generally very dry.
When I hear from across the room, I know it's you. Every single time. It's either you or Miss Mona, but I know Miss Mona can't laugh, so it's you.
You do have a distinctive laugh, my dear.
Oh yeah, that is the
She
point.
can laugh,
Being distinct.
just not very loudly. By the way, it was very cute catching Miss Mona in the middle of getting surprised. She had to fight herself and fly off. It was cute.
That was quite nice. I felt bad for making her leave. When we asked her to be in our wedding.
Last week, if it weren't for the fact that I knew I was dancing around the edge of a knife when that happens, I would have laughed.
That is fair. Oh, speaking of considering Rochelle was the first in there, what about some orcish wine? Perhaps we can get some orcish wine for that ritual they mentioned.
Now think about it, it's probably time to go.
What ritual? What?
So we got something, wine in a ship? Or some sort of...
Oh, okay. So that is... I think Michael was making a joke. Basically, when the Southerners would make a ship, they'd christen it by breaking a bottle of wine against the hull. I don't know what it signifies. I always thought it was a waste of good wine.
That is true. That sounds more like something you would pretend to do then everyone would just drink it. We could get some orcish wine
But
for everyone
honestly,
to
it
try.
sounds like the Southerners. Always wasting.
There, my love. There, my love.
But yes, I think we should head out.
Indeed.
My legs grow tired. And I need to refuel that motorcycle or manacycle. Manacycle.
Manacycle. That sounds odd. We can find a better name for it.
I gave it a name. It was named after one of the horses. I can't remember the name of the horse right now. Just exhausted. We're headed out, Roland.
Alright, have a good night.
Good idea.
You as well. Should we go? We should probably go in there and tell everyone.
Yes.
Just reach out to me in the comms when it's appropriate for me to come by to check the place you need restored out.
Thank you,
We
darling.
definitely will.
Of course. Take care.
You know, sometimes these door handles are way too high.
They
Even for me.
Even the security one is lower.
You have no idea how painfully large that door handle is.
It's very tall.
Mommy. It needs
It's
to
at
be
least
that way. We have different sized people.
it's 6 foot tall. You don't. A 6 foot tall person doesn't need. That's not.
I will have to jump very high in my flesh golem.
I asked about that, and all Jaden said was talk to Mona.
Oh
I
yes.
was like, okay.
I think Mona finds it funny.
Probably.
Get a door inside of a door that's different side.
Kind of
Like a pet door.
Those dolls.
Honey, you're not a pet.
Like those doll, but in those
It's
shape,
not.
we had some people that were very tall, and we had the window. This is good.
Door inside
There was also
door.
very small people, about this tall, and they needed a different kind of door. It's even tinier.
Well, the issue with that is I don't know if it can, because like if you look at that door is normal, but then the same door as you walk through it is huge.
True.
Yeah, it's Mona's influence, I'm sure. I'm just saying. The doorknob is at least 6 foot.
Aren't you used to this by now? The security door is like.
No, the security door is lower.
The security door is as big, the handles are lower. Much lower.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh. You can ask for a lower handle, I guess.
We will have to do that if I cannot get in here because I am jumping.
You can fly.
Not in my flesh golem.
That's fair.
Also, I
Yes,
cannot
we were
actually
headed
open
out
the
for
door
the
in my
night.
actual form. It is too heavy. I'm very light.
Also, Devlin made a good point. This room is better than security because look, we're sitting on the sofas. There's no invisible force blocking.
True. Very true. It is good now. It is not so good when we actually have people in the beds because then it would be. Well, people would be hearing things they probably should not if there was someone with them from medical at the time. But we shall work it out. It can be part of, once we organize everything in the storage area, we will have more space for private talks as well. If we can get a couch in there.
Yeah, that's a big.
Indeed.
There's a big room in there, so.
We can set things up. There is time.
But yes. Have a good night, everyone.
Have a pleasant night. Bye-bye.
Hey, we could see about getting everyone some orcish wine, considering Rochelle, what do they call it, christened the room. I believe they have some at the Lying Fork. We should stop by there sometime and grab a bottle.
The Lying Fork? That sounds like a
Yes, it's a.
It's a tavern.
Yes, a tavern. Yes, it's a tavern. Very similar to ones that I would go to before I came here.
I've not been there in a while.
years since
Had
I've
some
been
good
to a
customers there.
I've been there once. They have a lot of different sections. And they also have a big campfire. You can go outside. It's like a bonfire.
And they had a stage. Though last time I went there was 2 bards. I don't remember if I saw them perform, but they were 2 lovely individuals.
We'll get you on that stage eventually.
Sure, yes.
I want to ask, I wanted to give an offering to your shrine at some point, but I didn't know what to bring. I wanted to bring food.
Food is always good. Sweets are always the best. Bongos or mochi.
Oh, I made both of those before, so I can do.
Perfect. Thank
As
you, dear.
long as it doesn't have any kind of blood or.
Why would it have blood? It's a mochi.
You know, we've had an incident where people brought wine or mead and it was filled with blood mixed with honey. So
It sounds like a cultural thing.
Not this person. This person is from the same region as. I'm not going to get into it.
To a culture, you go by that culture's standards, not your own.
Especially when you're giving to like a religious thing.
Well, and it's very clearly stated there should be none of that anywhere near the shrine, and it has been told, and it was done anyway. But yes, before the exhaustion causes me to run my mouth more, we should be going.
Yes, Mochi. Thank you, Michael. Oh, you all have a good night.
Rochelle is zooted. Nikolai, could you make sure her
Perfect. Enjoy, dear.
She's medicated right now.
Yeah, she's high as a kite. She's having a good time. Could you make sure
It is alright, dear. It is all Mikey's on me. He's enchanted.
Nikolai made sure
I assume. That was the orchard, yes?
Yeah.
What was the question?
Yeah, no, we
Do you have the orchard?
acting head of aftercare.
I went all the way in the back.
No, I meant that is what you used, yes?
Did you smoke the orchard?
She did. Yes.
Good. See, it is fine.
Once we
Perfect. Enjoy, dear.
Private room done.
Hope you feel good.
Would you like to go rest again, my friend?
There's a room there anyway.
She wants
to use it. It's just filled with boxes.
She wants to go home, so
Okay.
I'm going to take her home.
Good. Thank you,
Then off we
Jaden.
go.
She's a babysitter and a son.
If you need any more, Rochelle, just let us know.
No problem.
Yeah. I'll take her home. I'll ring if there's any issues.
Go rest, and you can be this distraction that you said you would be.
As long as my body will allow, until I collapse from pure exhaustion. The good kind of exhaustion.
That is more like it. Whee!
Elbow drop from the top rope.
Hey, no for dropping me. Kenshi didn't do anything to sing today.
Now that's assault there, sir. I'm gonna have to arrest you for criminal activity. I'm sorry.
Oh, look. He identified himself as security, asked them to stop doing something, and they talked back to him, so he reported it.
Yeah.
It's not the first time it's happened.
Yeah, but you were half hearing the conversation.
What about the guy who was talking about literal war
You
crimes?
also didn't stop the guy talking about war crimes and chemical warfare. You didn't stop him either.
I wasn't there, otherwise I would. Otherwise, Sig would have.
You were in the room.
Who? Who was talking about it?
Nexus.
Uh,
Nexus did.
what?
Yeah, Arzix.
Yeah. He was talking about it. You were just across the room. You could have heard everything he said.
Hmm.
He's like, oh yeah, we did like
I didn't even hear that.
Sig did not hear it. Sig did not hear it. Otherwise,
That's what Steel got on your ass for. You were only half listening. That's what Steel got on your ass for.
if we were across the room, we were probably with Jaden, and we were having an active conversation. So
Again, but that's what Steel's got on you for. You didn't hear everything. That's what he's gonna get you for.
It doesn't matter if somebody's active in an active conversation. They're not going to hear the one taking place behind them because their attention is directly on the conversation they are having. When they heard that conversation, they were sitting next to it. And they weren't saying anything. And all he asked was, don't talk about anything remotely similar to crime.
Yes, and Steele said they weren't.
And either way, he said that's what it sounded like, so please avoid the topic. And it was talked back. And instead of him doing something stupid, he got up and reported it to a superior. So,
Yeah, and Steele
I mean,
pointed out how stupid it was.
I mean, if a security guard of a guild asks you to stop doing something, neither does...
If you're security and you do something stupid, he's gonna not give a fuck.
Well, I mean, keep talking back security and it may not end well.
He'll talk back. You don't give a shit.
Oh, well, good luck with that, mate. Good night.
Alright.
Partially in character, Tao knows that is security you probably shouldn't fuck with, because I don't know exactly
Let's see.
how different the lore is for how
I should be back tomorrow for some lying pork.
similar-ish stuff.
Who's still going on? Let me see. I can send people to.
Leading to fuck you levels of oh shit. If
Let me lying pork and then
Use power when it comes to that. He wouldn't
probably.
even use his powers. Like if he brought security over to like send him outside, he would have gone willingly. He wouldn't have done anything like that.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Cass.
And like,
Let me see. How do we?
Well, Sig couldn't.
I will.
He's not on duty, but he identified himself, asked you to stop, and you kept going. That's not the
Let's see. How about? Oh, are you gonna let me choose the thing? Come on, new bot. I believe in you. We can get there. Believe in you. There we go. All right, who do we got? Oh, Kanta's going. Isn't it Kanta story? She's super cool. She's probably still doing wardens at the moment. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night most probably, unless something comes up. So until then, you all stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Good night. Wait, Crest gets told about talking shit and has some choice words. There, yeah, have a good one, Lit.
Yeah,
Bye, Chaos.
I'm getting out.
Bye. Yeah.
Sexual polyhedral dice. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and flat